What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to Tropico 5. My name is Splattercat, and as always, I'm happy to have you here as we pretty much annihilate Tropico 5. We are just manhandling this game right now. So we're sitting at $200,000 in our personal coffers at the moment. We are also looking at 99% approval rating, which essentially means that we can do whatever the hell we feel like doing right now. There's not a whole lot of things going wrong at the moment. Everything appears to be able... Oh, we can do factory farms. Ooh, we can upgrade things. I like upgrading things. Let's modernize all of our cattle farms. How about that? We'll start easy. We'll start off a little bit slower. And so once we've modernized, we'll do bean processing right there. And are those not going to let me select them until they're finished? Ah, there it is. Very good. And so now we've got factory farms going on. We're going to want to adjust the budget on all of these, of course. And so there's a little bit more. I think it was it control clicking that does this? Okay, it's control clicking. I'm doing the wrong thing right now. It's been a little bit since I played last. Let's see here. We've got veterinary vaccination, budget increased. Yeah, sure, whatever. Make sure that they're vaccinated. It'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong by vaccinating our animals? Obviously, that'll never get into the milk or the meat. Well, never mind. It's not the vaccinating. Never mind. It's not the vaccinating. I gotta make an addendum. I need an adult. No, it's not the vaccinating. It's the antibiotics, right? Anyways, I said the wrong thing. I said something dumb. I'm only like 2 seconds into the next episode, and I've already said something dumb. 'Tis the Splattercat way. Now, I really don't want them to go by that. We've got our power situation finally resolved. You'll realize that in the last episode, we had a major issue with our power situation. We've managed to get everything imported now, so we're both producing using coal and natural gas at this point. Our power grid is fantastic. We're doing great. We're looking absolutely 100% lovely with regards to our power grid. What the hell is this on my map right here? Weird. Okay, well, we just got a crop of immigrants, and right then our approval rating drops, so my guess is that it's probably due to unemployment. Most of them are illiterate. That's fine, because we're going to be expanding this area up here. In this area, I don't really know what I want to build. I do think that there's probably a couple things that we want to focus on. Oil refineries? Can we even... Do we have any... How do you know if you have oil or not? In the previous games, as I recall, it was like a little floaty thing out in the middle of the water. It was like a little cloudy area. However, in this game, I'm not so sure that that's how it works. I wish that we had oil. Were that we had oil, our problems would be all but complete, knowing the way that the world works. However, oh, there's oil deposits now, too. How do you know where the oil deposit is at? Is there just like an oil swamp out here somewhere? I mean, I know that's not how it looks in real life, but they have to have some way to denote it. There used to be a way in the previous iterations of the game where you could go through and you could do an overlay. I think we're trying to get at coal deposits too. I mean, we've got a lot of natural resources to be exploiting right now. And so I'm going to start with roads. Let's just go with roads first. I like to get everything segmented out before I go any further. What the hell is that? Did I accidentally build that right there? Oh! An oil deposit. That's what they look like. Oh my. We are in the money right now, although that's a very small little geyser. That's definitely not going to be one that'll move us out to Beverly Hills. Still, nonetheless, I do think that we should probably take advantage of it. It marks them on the map for us, too, when I do this. Okay, so let's go to the oil. Let's see how many of these we have. Oil wells. I do think that this would be... There used to be an overlay. Let's see if we can find that. Let's see here. In our island, we have beauty, current population. The beauty's got to be bad over here. Yeah, I was going to say, we probably screwed the pooch right there. However, there's got to be some other areas where we can get some tourism going, right? I'm thinking this is going to be our touristy area on the northeastern side of the island. No volcano warnings. We've got a pretty good tsunami danger down there. Trees we're looking pretty bad on. Yeah, there used to be a lot more overlays, and it looks like they got rid of a lot of them in the interest of maybe... I don't know, it just appears as though they've gotten rid of a lot of the overlays. There used to be overlays for finding iron, there used to be overlays for all kinds of stuff. I suppose that they thought that maybe easy moded the game out a little bit too much. We also have the opportunity to use automatic mining, which is sort of an interesting... Wait, I thought I had already developed this. Oh, I haven't? Okay, well... What does the auto mine do that's different? Must be constructed over mining deposits and produces ore based on the type. Okay, let's go auto mine then. That seems alright. Anything that's more efficient is what I want to be deploying at this point, because we are moving into the future, so we don't want everything running off yaks and camels and whatnot. We'd prefer to have everything looking super sweet. I can modernize all of those. which is exactly what I'm going to do. So let's modernize all of our factories, make sure that they're pumping out things at a better rate. We can do veterinary vaccination. Sure. Shaving pens. Sure. Let's make sure that everybody has what they need over here. We'll up the budget. Very good. We've got loads and loads of cash right now. Our overhead is incredibly low based on the amount of money that we're generating. So I'm not entirely that worried about it. Teamsters Union's right there. What about a construction yard? Is our construction yard working out okay? I would swear that I built this steel mill up here, but I guess I must not have. I must have messed up somehow. I can say that. I can say that sentence without screwing it up. We've got wharfs. What do I want to do here? We have hydroponic farms. Not going to be that useful to us right now. Ranches might be a little bit useful. We can go... Oh, these can be placed anywhere? Well, that's good for us then. Let's go ahead and place a few cattle farms up here in this area then. This is going to be kind of the edge of town. And so I think if we can make do with a couple factory farms in here, we'll be in good shape. So cattle farms, that'll give us some more meat and milk. That'll also give us some more jobs for the people that are unemployed, which right now we're actually looking at reasonable unemployment, as I understand. We've got 39 people out of 1,000, so we've got like 3% unemployment right now. It's not too bad. I mean, 4%, I guess, if you wanted to round up, basically. We've also got 483 people that haven't entered the labor force yet. That'll be interesting, too. I think it's probably going to be a good idea for us to come up with some more schooling options as well. So while we've got some surplus cash, let me jump on into our welfare and media. And we'll drop a supermarket up here to make their lives a little bit more easy when it comes to getting the supplies that they need. That's obviously not going to have any iron until this gets done. I don't think I ever built a construction yard up here either, did I? I did not. So let's go ahead and handle that too. We need a construction office around here somewhere. Unless I'm just not seeing it. Yeah, I think we don't actually have a construction office up here. So let's build one of those to make our lives a bit easier as well. We'll put it right there. I should also probably drop a garage around every now and again, or like a parking lot, to make sure that things get done that need to get done. Put one right there. We'll drop another one maybe up here in this little residential area. Later on, we're going to have to come up with some kind of metro system to make sure that people can move around. Use the trains in order... Is that my heir? Who is this right here? Oh, she vanished. She disappeared into thin air. I'm going to quick build this because they don't appear to be jumping on it right now. They're not making it snappy. And so it only requires 3 workers for this mine now. It may actually be a better plan, since we have so many uneducated workers, to use a bigger operation. A heavy crusher effectiveness decreased by 10. Yeah, let's go with a rock breaker. That'll make our lives a little bit better. That actually increased the amount of resources that we can find in this one location. And so hopefully, eventually, we'll get...
Remember that show where we wanted to execute whoever was responsible because of the things they said about you? Well, now we have a solution. Every show is to have an executive, or a person we can execute if we don't like what is in the show. That way, everything will be much neater.
Much neater. Everything is much neater. Thank you, Penultimo. You're the best. I suppose I should probably start moving towards a vehicle factory. Interesting. Since we've got so much steel, and we've also got oil, I'm thinking that might be a good plan. Let's go for it. We've got our oil derrick up, but it's not connected by a road. Kind of an interesting problem right there. I don't know what the hell this thing is doing. We need high school educated workers. Okay. Let me put in some more schools. That was the big thing. Oh, we're dropping on cash a little bit. Maybe I should hang tight for a little while. I forgot that the game wasn't on max speed, so I've got to wait till I can get some of my exports out. How are we doing over here? Actually, we're not exporting anything at the moment. Unless it's all going to this dock over here. There is a fair amount going to this dock over here, but I think we're actually going to have to slow our roll for a little bit until we start making a little bit more money. I should probably set up... How are we doing on trades right now? We have 0 ships available, and so we are importing coal, and we're importing natural gas, and we're exporting pineapples. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I'd like a couple more ships so that we can do a bit better I thought there was an upgrade in here somewhere that allowed me to add an extra ship. That actually did not square me away on cash as well as I thought it would. So we've got a little bit of time in front of us right now. There's 20,000 right there. There's a little extra right there. Just kind of watching my exports for the moment, trying to make sure that we are going to break into the black. I think we'll probably be okay. I just get panicky whenever I spend a lot of money in this game. It's a personal flaw. I am not a gambler. I'm not the sort of man that like throws money around and is just like, it's going to be alright. Let me auto-build the construction yard.
Join me at the supermarket for my new urban shopping survival course. Cart races, promotion hunts, herding bored kids on a sugar rush, surviving the Black Friday stampede. We've got it all. Remember, dear housewives, it's a jungle out there. Bring your own machete.
Alright, so who's unhappy with us right now? We gotta figure out why we've dropped 10% in one episode here. Religion's looking pretty bad, so we should probably go with an extra religious building around here somewhere. And I think we've got just the place for it over on this side. So go into our welfare and media section, and what's a cathedral gonna cost me? Probably a lot still. I bet that would square away a lot of our problems with religious. So, or with the religious.
I'm so furious. I cannot believe what just happened.
Okay, so the rebels are attacking again. Where they're attacking at, I'm not sure, but we have tanks, so it should be... Oh, they're attacking right next to our military base. Not the best orchestrated plan. When I tend to attack things, I try to make sure that they're not next to like any 50 cal installations or anything like that. I think this is probably going to go very, very badly for all of these guys. I mean, tanks versus guns, I don't think that works out very well historically. Actually, they're wounding us pretty well. Did the other ones run away? Oh yeah, and the rest of our soldiers just got here. So the tanks held them off long enough for the rest of our soldiers to get to the point where, what is that? And why does it have a fist over its head? No, it said there was a revolutionary in here. Where's the revolutionary at? Joaquin, he is a rebel. Alright, we're gonna kill him. Kill both of them. Alright. And I don't know how that's going to affect things. I'm kind of just doing a little bit of research right now. We're going to line them up for assassination. And once they've been assassinated, we'll see how it affects everything. If we see our approval rating just like plummet right after that, then we'll know that that's not going to be an option for the future. I mean, reasonably, it shouldn't be an option for the future, but they're rebels. They've got to go. All of our soldiers are back where they are coming from. What can I do over here? A personal death squad?
I fear that the Cold War is getting too cold. How about we do something to endanger the whole planet? I mean, all the cool nations are doing it.
Well, I do like to fit in. I do really enjoy fitting in, so maybe we'll do that. I could modernize a lot of these, but the downside of that is that I don't have the money to do it right now, so we'll wait on that proclamation for the moment, although eventually we will. Let's see, El Presidente action figures. Hell yeah, we're going to sell some El Presidente action figures with the Kung Fu grip. Let's go ahead and increase the budget on all these buildings too, because I know I miss stuff all the time. So I want to make sure people are getting paid out, since that is the key to making everybody happy in this game with the way that they've adjusted things. Hey, our approval rating went up. I don't know if that's because we murdered the guys who were bringing it down, but our factory farm, what's wrong with it? Is it saying it has nobody to haul? Okay, so another Teamsters union might do as well down here. The lumber mill I don't think is really doing anything either. Where's our other... Because I could get rid of the lumber mill and put in a Teamsters union since we need more transport.
Very hungover the last few days and have had no ideas. Fortunately, one of the research team had a flat tire yesterday, and we discovered the wheel.
Hooray!
And it can be used in lots of stuff.
Round, used in lots of stuff, what's not to love? I think we should probably go with peaceful. Let's go with, since we have uranium deposits, we should probably go with nuclear weapons so that people can't boss us around anymore. That seems to be the stipulating factor in world politics, is do you have large-scale explosives that can wipe people out? If the answer is yes, then you don't get bothered, and if the answer is no, then you get bothered constantly. I'm gonna go with we could do an airport, which would increase our tourist rating. However, the aerodrome, I don't even know what that's gonna do. Seems pretty awesome, though. Anyways, we needed infrastructure. We needed more Teamsters. Loads more Teamsters. How come that's not working? I want it right there. Uneven terrain. Seems okay to me. Let's go ahead and demolish the lumber mill. I doubt that we're even harvesting any logs anymore to any... Oh, we are, actually. Okay, so since we are farming those, maybe we move that over to this location over here to make it a bit more efficient, and then we could put another Teamsters Union right here. And then we'll also make another thoroughfare that runs this way. Just another way for people to get around. Just kind of alternate routes, which are never too terrible of an idea. God, what a hellish place. I'm not sure that I would be okay with this entire area. This whole place would just seem really, really bad to me. Who are you? A crime lord with a 33 approval rating. And he's in charge of the construction. Oh, let's bribe him. Let's bring him on up to our level. So at 53%, okay, so that's fine. It is going to cost us a lot of money to make sure that he likes us, but it's better than allowing him to diminish. What about you? Okay, so she really likes us. She is a factory worker, and she's filthy rich. Well, what could be better? Let's bulldoze this as we had talked about previously. And once that's been demolished, I think we're hitting some sort of kind of equilibrium right now, because I'm noticing our cash is neither going up nor going down. This dock seems to be supplying a lot of our needs, so I may install another one. Come on. These things are always tricky to get placed. And there's our next dock. So we'll drop another one of those in. That should allow us to keep ourselves exporting and importing at the rate that we need to keep our economy afloat. Things are looking kind of nice right now. Religious are a little bit happier. Alright, so the religious are a little bit up. Liberty and everything else. Entertainment is actually really, really bad. So I should probably solve that too. Let's go to our entertainment options over here. And we want both normal entertainment and luxury entertainment. And so what I'm going to do, a waste treatment plant is under entertainment. Oh, and environment. Okay. Let's do just like restaurants and things for now. So there's a restaurant right there. We'll also drop a tavern in over here. Maybe right there. There we go. And so there's a little bit of entertainment on that side. Do I have an entertainment overlay by chance? Let's have a look. Entertainment? No. I wish that I could target it a little bit better, but can't be helped right now. Let's add another Teamsters Union to make sure that things are getting from point A to point B at a rapid pace, and we'll use this extra little space that we opened up for... We already have a museum, I think. We'll go for we have casinos. It's not going to fit, though. We need something that's going to fit in this little slot. Maybe we'll just go for something smaller, like another tavern right there or something. Drop another one over here, too. And a tavern probably wouldn't hurt in any of these regions over here. Although finding the spot for one's going to be a little bit rough. Drop that right there. That's all good. Make sure that everybody's getting paid what they need to get paid in order to keep everybody happy. I think entertainment's going to be the big thing that we're going to work on over the next couple minutes. TV station's doing pretty well, but we can't really do a whole lot with it until modern times. We can do some basic stuff with it, but still not quite there. I think I should probably do another high school up here. to make sure people are getting educated. So we'll put the high school right there. And then I'll also do a college right there. So basically we just want to have educational options. Okay, elections are up. And it looks as though we're having power outages again. Are our imports failing us? We're not having power failures. So why was that flagged as not generating it? Maybe we just had like a very, very brief gap in our power grid, which, you know, it stimulated me to get to work, but at the same time, I prefer to keep little hiccups like that from happening. How are we doing on entertainment right now? Entertainment is not looking that much better. It is spiking up a little bit. But I think what people are really looking for is larger scale entertainment. So off on this side, I may consider putting in a, let's go luxury entertainment. I don't know if I want a cabaret right now. A museum might work though, if it'll fit. So there's a museum so that people can get their rocks off right there. We'll run a road off that way towards the lumber mill. And then we needed to put our building back in that processed the lumber mill as well. I'm sorry, processed the lumber. So we need a lumber mill right there to replace what we had previously. Get people back to work. Wow, those approval ratings are dropping during this period. It may just be due to the fact that unemployment's looking good, homelessness is looking great. It's probably just largely due to the entertainment budget, to be honest. We can have a look at what the factions are doing through one of these right here and see where we're at with them. The environmentalists are grumpy with us, so we probably want to come up with some kind of sewage treatment plant problem. Or I'm sorry, some kind of sewage treatment. So police state is there, new buildings are making them upset because we're expanding industry right now. Unfortunately, we have a lot of environmentalists too. That's actually sort of bad. I don't know how we ended up with so many environmentalists, but I mean, as for right now, we are keeping everybody else in good standing, so they should be very much outnumbered when it comes to any sort of election, but we are going to have to do something about them right now because they are at disparate approval ratings by comparison to everybody else.
I am so furious. I cannot believe what just happened.
Okay, so the rebels are back again.
We're coming for you.
Okay, and so they're over here. Not close to any military base or anything like that. That is a very, very large group of rebels, so I'm thinking we may have to expand our military very shortly.
Great giant tropical spiders, Presidente. We have a crisis, and we have to act fast.
Okay, so there's going to be a lot more rebels from now on.
Viva el Presidente!
So we're going to banish as many of these guys as we can.
Great giant tropical spider.
How can I be of help?
I was clicking on you. Have we already taken care of you? Okay, so we've already got those ones out of the way. Let's rebuild our rum distillery, which is going to cost us a lot. That was a really, really costly hit that we just took. Alright, let's expand our military. We don't really have the hugest choice.
Presidente, I was doing some experiments with the products of neutron-bombarded uranium and made some astounding discoveries. Just kidding. I was actually washing my socks and thus discovered that nuclear power exists and can be harnessed. Ha! Just kidding. I never wash my socks.
That explains the hard-boiled egg smell. Okay, so military expansion. The guard towers are no longer cutting it for us. We actually need to have a wide-scale military expansion right now. And I don't know if that means that I need to get rid of, for example, like this cotton plantation, because it's now inside the middle of the city, whereas previously okay, so that's been bulldozed. We're gonna put in a military base over here so that we can engage a little bit faster. in the case that that happens again. We'll also use the excess space to do a whole bunch of luxury development, I think. So we can do cabarets. A hang gliding club. I don't really see that as being that useful. We can create our own ancient ruins just in case. We can fabricate some. That's pretty sweet. We'll go with another opera house. It's classy. And that's going to be too slim, so we might still be able to fit the cabaret, though. Yeah, there it is. So a little bit more entertainment to be had. This seems like a good spot to break off the episode. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here in the Nerd Castle for another episode of Tropico 5, where we're doing pretty well. Our approval ratings are off the chart. We're making a lot of money. Things are going very, very well for us. I will see you all in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody, and hi-do.